Welcome to my channel. My name is Om Shizuram, and in this video I want to show you some interesting useful Git commands. First one I want to start with is stash. Let's say you are working on some files, you have made some changes, but due to some emergency you want to switch to some other work. Okay, in that case what you can do is you can stash all those changes and save it inside the Git repo itself, and then you can get it back when you get free and want to work on your previous one. Let me show you how it works. So let's say I'm in this Git repository and this I'm on master branch. It's clean. Now what I'm trying to do is let me add some changes to some file. Echo hello. Okay, now I added some text to I modified one file basically. If I look at the status, it will show this file is modified, right? Now what I want to do is I want to stash Git Stash. You can also give a name so that it's easy to retrieve back, like you will know what is the context of that work, right? So this is like some test work, you can say. Now if I look at the status of my repo, it's clean, the changes are gone. So Git actually stored this data inside it and your working directory is not affected. Now how to get those changes back? Like now let's say your emergency work is done, all clean, everything is over. Now you want to get this work which you are doing earlier, you want to get it back. For that what we do is git stash. You can actually see what all stashes are there. So you will see a list of stashes available and you can pick whatever stash you want to pick and apply to your working directory. So I want to git stash apply. Since it's the latest, it will pick the latest one. Now you see the changes are brought back. So just to reiterate, if you want to save your work, you can use git stash and you can use a name to save, and then it's easy to retrieve the changes back. And these are related to modified files. But what about if there is a new file and Git doesn't know, right? Until you add that new file to Git, it doesn't know what all changed in that file, so it cannot track during that time. So for those cases we have to do git stash save -u, and then you can give the some label test work like that. So when you are using -u, it will stash all the new files work also, so that you can retrieve back. Okay, let me move to the second one. Second one I want to talk about is the git diff command. Git diff. What this does is basically it will show what all changes have been made to the files. So if I type git diff, it will show me that this file is modified and these are the changes. This change has been added. Now why is this interesting? Because you can actually write to some file, let's say changes.patch. Now I can email these changes. And my colleague can start working on those changes and push any fix, any emergency fix, something like that. And how can my colleague get these changes into Git repo? Git apply, I can give the path. Let me show you how. So let me clear my repo. Um, git restore. If I show what is my status, now it's clean. Now imagining I am my colleague and I want to, so somebody, my colleague has sent me the file with the patch and I want to patch those changes into my repo. So I will do git apply, and what is the file? Changes.patch. So if I see what is the status, you see those changes are coming in. So I can show you by Git Diff. See, those changes are in. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, you have some bunch of changes on multiple files, let's say. So right now it is only one file. Let's say you have like modified bunch of files. Now how to reset all those files? We cannot be doing git restore one file. We cannot be giving all the file names like that, right? What is the best way to achieve this one? So for this, what we can do is git checkout hyphen hyphen and the directory path. So basically this one will reset all the modified files in this repo. So I hit enter, and if you look at my status of the repo, it's clean. All the changes are gone, cleared. You can do pretty interesting stuff with this command. Like you can delete the entire directory, working directory, and say, oh shit, like I I forgot, by mistake I have deleted all the directory. I just want to undo that. You can just do git checkout this one and all your directories will come back. Okay, moving on to the next one, git refloc. This is like a timeline of what all things you have done in this repo. Like I cloned it and then I moved from master branch to B1 branch and B1 to master, and I did some bunch of resets, all that. And this is quite useful in many cases. Like let's say you deleted something and then you want to go back, and then again you want to come forward. Like if you want to make jumps along the timeline, this is how you can do it. Like you will have a list of commit IDs and you can just pick the commit ID and then move to that one and come back to this one, like that. It's pretty uh, useful command actually. Okay, now we are down to fifth one. The fifth command I want to show is cloning. Everybody knows git clone command, but what is special about that? There are a bunch of repos with a large sizes, right? How do we clone that? There are socket hangups and your network timeouts. So ultimately, I have seen cases where like whole day is spent, but you don't have the working directory. Your git clone fails due to some reason. You are basically blocked. How to avoid those situations? So what we can do here is you clone it, but clone what is essential. Something like give depth equal to 1. So it is taking only how your working directory looks at the latest commit, and you just give the um, your directory sorry, the repo. So let me show you. um, so just I'm just making a test directory and I'm cloning it here. Git clone depth 1, and I'm giving the repo link. This is actually faster than the regular clone, obviously, because you are only taking the latest commit. And then, so this saves a lot of time to get the working directory set up for big repos. And later, you can get the all the commits of the repo by git fetch unshallow. Now this will pull all the sorry, Maybe I cloned repo multiple times, then maybe I can try it again. Let me cd documents. Let me give this a try again. Okay, now cd js tips git and shallow. So this is like a shallow clone, getting one commit working directory and then getting all the commits history of the repo. Hope this is clear, and let me move to the next one. um, the next one is about how do you modify your commit. Let's say you by mistake made some commit and then you want to rectify it by adding some more changes and message all that. So the way you do that is like using amend attribute, amend flag. So for that, I'm just writing one. um, I'm making some changes and then I'll show you. Okay, and if I say git status, now I want to, let's say I'm making a commit test. Oh sorry, I forgot to add. Okay, now I made a commit, but I want to modify it. I want to make some changes. Now what I do is like echo hello. I'll add world to that. Okay, now I want to use previous commit what I made and modify that. So if I say git status git commit amend m new test. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to add. Okay, now if you see git log, you see here the commit with the just test that is missing because I modified that and created a new commit out of it. Okay, this is it guys. This I just wanted to share this interesting things. uh, how do you feel? I would love to know what you think, and any interesting tips you know, please share. Please subscribe and follow for more interesting stuff. Thank you.